Despite 2 days of meticulous caution, Sir Augustus Wall found himself trapped. The affair had started ominously, with an invitation from Sir Thomas Russell to lunch at Shepherd's Hotel. While Augustus had neither esteem nor liking for Cairo's chief of police, he did have use for him. Both men were interested in the subject of murder, and Augustus was especially interested in solving murders that Sir Thomas could not. Because of this, Augustus was in the habit of leaving his antiquities shop in Cairo's medieval district 2 or 3 mornings a week to have breakfast with Sir Thomas. It gave him a chance to hear of police investigations that never got mentioned in the papers. This particular invitation, however, made Augustus hesitate. Firstly, it was for lunch, not breakfast, and it was on a Sunday, which the police chief generally took off. Thus, the invitation had the unpleasant hint of being a social affair. And here he thought that he and the chief of police had reached an understanding. Augustus was not interested in social affairs. It was bad enough that he had to speak to his customers. He did not want to extend that habit any further than he must. A lunch at Cairo's most popular and exclusive hotel might involve other people. It might even, horrors, include Sir Thomas's sister, Cordelia. That was a danger to be averted at all costs. So Augustus sent an apologetic message via the Friday Morning Post, saying that other affairs would keep him busy. By evening post came the reply that this would be a great disappointment to Sir Thomas and his guest, the noted American criminologist, Kent Lowell. Oh. Augustus's first impulse was to make up an excuse to annul his earlier excuse and accept the invitation after all. A criminologist, even an American criminologist, would be a worthy lunch companion. Augustus had heard of Mr. Lowell. He had been instrumental in breaking up an opium smuggling ring in New York City and a white slave trade racket in Chicago. He could learn much from such a man. But caution made him hesitate. This could be a ruse. The American might be bait to lure him into a lunch with Cordelia. While he and Sir Thomas had an unspoken agreement that Cordelia's romantic overtures toward him were unwanted by everyone but Cordelia, women were wily and persistent creatures, and Sir Thomas might have acceded to her pressure just to get some peace in his house. So he telephoned Shepherd's and asked to speak with the maitre d'. The man, a hard-working Greek, knew Augustus well and didn't think twice about his excuse that there had been a muddle in the lunch arrangements and that Augustus needed to know for how many the table had been reserved. 3, Sir Augustus. Sir Thomas, Mr. Lowell, who is staying at our hotel, and yourself. That satisfied him, and he sent a card to Sir Thomas, thanking him for his invitation and accepting. It was only after arriving at the dining room for Sunday lunch that he realized he had made the tactical blunder of underestimating his enemy. For next to Sir Thomas's table was a table filled with women, including Cordelia and her Aunt Pearl. And the chairs were arranged in such a way that Cordelia sat precisely opposite the only empty chair at the men's table.